Well, Benny, here it is. The Big Apple, New York City. It's different than I imagined.
You wake up in the morning and you wanna have a talk show, so you film one in your bedroom and you call it Up Late Live. Yay! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, wherever and whenever you are in the world, and welcome to Up Late Live, a special edition where we're here today at the Grand Canyon and a road trip from Las Vegas, where today on the show we'll be joined by Lady Gaga, Johnny Depp, Hugh Hefner, Michael Jordan, the chick from Glee, Oprah Winfrey, Beyonce, Katy Perry, Fergie, Lenny Kravitz, James Earl Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Britney Spears, Chris Angel, Albert Einstein, Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith, Ferrell, Marilyn Monroe, The Edge, Gwen Stefani, and Sandra Bullock. And joining me here physically in person on the show, I'm going to be talking to Luke and Wyatt. Yay! And a very good friend of mine, Mr. Benjamin Russell, will be joining me here.
Oh my god, I love him!
That's me.
I wish that someone would pick up all the pennies.
My first guests on the show are two very funny men from Melbourne, Australia. They've just been in LA for the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards from Camp Orange and The Go Show. Luke and Wyatt, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, welcome to the show. It's lovely to see you guys again. It's been a little while.
Good to see you too.
Hey, yes. You've just been in LA.
Yes.
That's in a whole nother country.
Oh man.
For the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that experience. Was it exciting? Was it invigorating? Was it a lot of work?
It was the second time we've been, and it is a lot of work because we get off the plane in a completely different time zone. We start shooting that day, so it's always really full on. But I mean, we love what we do. We're so lucky
because we're doing what we love and being paid for it. It's kind of like you're tired as hell, but you just go, "This is amazing."
Yeah.
And is it basically you just arrive, you get there straight into work, and is it very, is it organised, or is it a little bit of like off-the-cuff antics, if you will?
Wow. It's interesting. It's actually pretty, in terms of the way it's produced, it's pretty, guerrilla. Like, it's pretty guerrilla. Like, it's pretty much like we get on the ground and all the producers are like, well, what talent do we have?
Yeah.
What do we need to get? We run around in a car.
And a lot of stuff that we just can't be confirmed till we're there, so it is a lot of...
Because we're dealing with, like, high-profile US talent.
Yeah.
Or, like...
You're just waiting to see who shows up and if you can get into it.
Yeah, exactly.
And now, who have you met that has starstruck you?
Yeah.
I mean, because there's people that you meet, maybe like, I don't know, Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, who maybe you don't actually like as artists, but as Nickelodeon presenters, you have to be like, well, it's very exciting. But who have you met that has genuinely excited you?
You go.
Can I say, last year at the Kids' Choice Awards, I was hanging out in the green room, which is the room backstage where all the celebrities hang out. I don't know how we got in. And I'm just eating all the hummus and scuffing everything down before they kick me out. And then Zac Efron walks into the room.
From High School Musical, for those that may not know.
And I've actually got one of his shirts. It's not weird, but I've got one of his shirts. And
a shirt with him on it, or one of his shirts?
One of Zac Efron's shirts.
It's a lot.
No, well, hang on. Let's go back. How do you end up with Zac Efron's shirt?
Okay, first ever Kids' Choice Awards 2008. We did a Kids' Choice Awards here in Australia, and they needed to give me a costume. I needed to look like a judge. The year before, Zac Efron had a judge outfit, and they were like, "Oh, run me fit. I can't fit it." But I was like, "Yeah, this fits good, guys." Put it in my bag.
Never washed. Keeps on his wall.
No, I wore it as well, so it's all mingling.
Anyway, tell me a story.
So you're meeting Zac Efron?
Well, by meeting, I mean like I'm eating hummus, and then Zac Efron walks in
out of a bowl,
and he's walking in with his like, he's got like a whole group of friends with him, like an entourage, and I go, this is my chance. I've really admired his work in 1, 2, and 3 of the High School Musicals. I'll say something cool. Now, can you just sort of stare at me, and I'll do what Zac Efron did as he walks by. If you sort of stare at me like this. Like that. So I really made a good impression.
So you really made a really good tight connection there.
The two of us, we're buds. You know what I mean? It's so good. I've got your shirt, Zach.
Yeah, I bet there are literally thousands of teenage girls that wish they had that same experience.
Yeah, well, that's the cool thing about my life, you know?
That's that you just make teenage girls jealous.
Yeah.
And what about you, Luke? Have you met anyone that's sort of really excited you?
Yes. I work with this guy called Wyatt, who you are great.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
This year I met this is the weird one actually, like, This isn't. This was just. This was the hotel we were staying at. This is the hotel.
No, different one.
This is the hotel we were staying at. It was nothing to do with the actual awards itself. But there's a guy called A$AP Rocky who's like a massive hip hop dude, and he rolled up in like this huge kind of Hummer, and all these dudes and got out, and he's got grills on his teeth and a shirt with his name on it. No, a hat with it. That's a hat.
Yeah.
So he remembers it. Whatever. Zing. I know he's great. I love him. And I was like, oh hi A$AP, can I have a picture with you? And so there's a great picture of me kind of doing this and crapping myself, and he pulled a finger at the camera.
Yeah.
Most people, well, quite a lot of people who will know you outside of Nickelodeon know you have quite a successful musical comedy career
thanks
in
for
Australia.
Oh, stop it.
You've done the Melbourne Comedy Festival a number of times. You've supported big name acts like Tim Minchin.
And Shane Adamczak.
Can't believe you brought that up. And Zach Adams.
And Zach Adams, sure. You guys must tour together a lot. Do you ever drive each other crazy? What's it like living in each other's pockets?
Never. We pretend we don't so we get along. Well, you know when you have a healthy relationship, you bury all the problems.
To each other a lot.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
You know, if there's something my parents always taught me, it was never acknowledge how you feel.
Don't talk about the problems in your relationship. Just wait till the kids grow up, and then you can be happy.
No, we do. We actually, do you know what? Because we've worked together for like 6-7 years now, and we actually get along a lot better than we used to. We have feelings talks. This is true.
Talks. We have structured. Look, there's a boring routine that we structure to make sure we have emotional satisfaction from the relationship.
Well, I mean, it's important. Like when you're touring with someone, and even you can be the best of friends. If you see each other every day, all the time, you're hanging out, you tend to get on each other's nerves.
Yeah,
it does happen.
We totally do. But we have a little thing where this is like 101 counselor, but you say, I feel that when you, like we actually do that structure. And so rather than going like, you dropped my soap, or whatever, not that you'd say that.
All right, we're going to be back a little bit later checking out your music video for your song Fish and Chips.
Yes.
But right now, we're going to cut to something. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being here. Luke and Wyatt.
Thank you. Watch the clip. Here's the link.
It's no link. I just really want to do one of these ones, so I'm going to do one of these ones. I won, so that's it. We've done it, let's go.
You won, yeah?
Yeah, we go. You win every time. Customer's always right. You win every time. So now it's $2.
Double his money.
Here with Bumblebee. You're watching Up Late in Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Up Late Live. My next guest, which we rarely have, is a very funny man. He's an actor, an improviser, and a very funny friend of mine. Please make him welcome to the bed, Ben Russell.
Oh yeah, Ben!
Hello, Ben Russell.
It's Ben Russell. It's a pleasure to have you here, sir. Welcome to the show.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here.
It's been a long time I've seen you. It's been 2 years since I saw you in Perth.
Motherfucking years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
We know each other from, of course, the Perth sort of theatre improvisation scene. You've been in Chicago for a couple of years.
3 years.
You've been doing a lot of improv over there. Tell me a little bit about the scene over there. Isn't it exciting?
It's
vibrant.
It's vibrant as fuck. It's very vibrant. It's wonderful. It's challenging. It's intimidating. There's things happening every night of the week. You know, I get kind of burnt out. I do improv every night of the week, and it's the only town that you can really do that in, and it's wonderful.
And do you find the improvisers over there have a different sort of mentality about the way they perform as opposed to Australian improvisers?
Yeah, they perform to just other improvisers most of the time, except when they're performing at the bigger theatres.
Now, so the main point of this kind of like road trip edition of Up 8 Live is that myself, you, and Luke and Wyatt, we're sort of reuniting. We all come from Perth, but we've all moved to different parts of the world. And but we're here now. We've been travelling around the world, experiencing different things. What do you think is a main draw card of going somewhere else in the world to gain experience and then maybe coming back to your hometown?
It's hugely important. I think that traveling is the single best decision I've ever made in my entire life, is to leave and to go somewhere and to travel. It's like a rite of passage. Figure that you're alone. I mean, 3 years ago, I just lost my mind a little and just left. Bought a ticket to Chicago. And just went. And 3 years later, I have met some of the most beautiful people that I've, on the face of the earth, and had some amazing experiences and learnt so much that I think that. And that was just with one city, and that's just one part of the journey. I think it's.
Yeah, I think for me, like, part of it was like sort of removing yourself from the familiarity of your hometown and taking yourself out of it, finding who you really are as an artist and what it is you want out of what you do.
Yeah, get uncomfortable. Get really uncomfortable. Quit. Quit often. Quit hard. You know?
Quit hard. All right, we do have some questions that our lovely studio audience has brought in, and here they are. Here's the studio audience.
Yeah!
Up Late Live.
I love you, Shane! Woo!
Yes, this is the Up Late Live Road Trip edition. Ben Russell, are you ready for some rapid fire questions?
100% ready.
All right, question number 1. What are your secrets?
Secrets, I enjoy jazz.
Oh, dirty, dirty man. Can you have a friend whenever you want? Can you have a friend whenever you want?
Yes.
What is real?
Nothing.
What makes you happy?
Boobs?
Yeah. What is the meaning of life?
That everything to keep learning, to continue learning, never stop.
I thought there was another dick reference in this, but it's what is the meal you cook on a hot date? What's your go-to meal?
What's the meal that I cock on?
That's what I thought it said. I was very confused.
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yeah,
that's always.
I have a love of whiskey, and
that is the way to a woman's heart.
Whiskey is the way to a woman's heart, and if you know a lot about whiskey and you can talk about whiskey at great ends, then she'll marry you.
There you have it. Update Live. And finally, how do you define freedom, Ben Russell?
How do I define freedom? Fuck. To be able to do whatever the fuck you want and to say whatever you want without hurting anyone else.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure having you in the bed here in the Grand Canyon, Arizona. Ben Russell, thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
It's Update Live, and we'll be right back after this. This is Don King in Vegas, and you're watching Up Late Live. Jerry, can you give me any tips for hosting a show? Where are we going, Ben?
We are going to the Grand Canyon, which, if I am not mistaken, was where they filmed the Bible.
Yep. Thank you guys so much for watching this special road trip edition of Up Late Live. Make sure you tune in next week and check out the website for more details as to who's coming up and who's been on the show in the past. Thanks to Luke and Wyatt and Ben Russell for being on the show. We'll be back next week, and we're going to leave you with this. It's Luke and Wyatt and their video, Fish and Chips. Check it out. Up Late Live.
Fish, chip, what? Fish, a chip, fish. Oh, you know it.
Call that beatboxing.
I'm gonna bust some rhymes, I hope you like hip-hop, cause I work at my mum and dad's fish and chip shop. We do the fryers, mum does the tills, dad's out the back punching fish in the gills. Don't come in here for credit cause we won't give you a tab. Don't come in for falafel, we won't sell you a kebab. We sell fish and chips, they're fresh from the sea. The potatoes have come from the land, obviously. Obviously. If you like rhymes fresh and fast like the cats of the day, Luke's mad flow's gonna blow you away. Give it up, give it up, give it up!
Yeah, what? What? Come and bar fish, come bar chips. We do a combo deal. You get some fish, you get some chips. There's nothing more Australian than fish and chips. What do we sell? Fish and chips. Get your fish and chips, guys.
A McDonald's just opened up on our street. Dad says, diversify if you want to compete. Well, I got a great idea to make that big sale. The Japanese market, deep fried whale. I'm not good at maths, but there's one sum I know. Fish plus chips, it's fish and chips, bro. Fish and chips, bro. His rhymes are cold and clammy like a stale dim sim. He's gonna try again, give it up for him.
What? What? Give me an F, give me an I, give me an S, give me an H. That spells fish, but we also do chips. Some people make buildings, some people do tax, some people might take their dogs for a walk, other people might go for a swim, but none of those things are fish and chips.
and chips is what he make. He got tattoos on his knuckles. Love, hate, he's got a dark past, but that don't even matter. Serving a life sentence for assault and batter. Fish and chips, bro.
You wake up in the morning and you're hungover in Vegas and you're doing a talk show and it's called Up Late Live in Vegas edition.
It's not real sky.